G'day folks, my name is Winston Thomas and I'm the current South African Barista Champion. This is my third time being the Barista Champion. Thus, these things behind me. I own a company called Cedar Coffee Roasters and a second training and consulting company called Winston Douglas Coffee. And I need to get to Melbourne to the World Barista Championships. So I won in 2020.
Let's hear it for your 2020 three times National Barista Champion, Mr.
My participation got moved 2 years because of COVID. And so I'll be competing in the 2022 World Barista Championships in Melbourne. What is a barista competition even? It's a weird concept. Like when you watch it and you see the videos, you don't really understand it if you're not in coffee. But essentially, I am on stage and I need to choose one coffee and I need to serve it to 4 sensory judges. I need to serve them 4 espresso drinks, 4 milk drinks, and 4 signature beverages, which is kind of like a cocktail, but you're not allowed to add alcohol. And I need to explain my coffee, explain my theme. I need to serve them in a manner of service that is very hospitable. And I also have a technical judge following me around, which marks my working ability. I need to do all of this in 15 minutes, and I need to get a very special coffee, and I need to tell the judges why this coffee is also very special. Everything that I use on stage, except the espresso machine and the grinder, needs to go with me. So my cups, my plates, my ingredients, my clothing, all of that stuff needs to be shipped with me to Australia. At the World Barista Championships, we have all of the best baristas around the world coming together and competing for the World Barista Championship title. These 2 competitions I competed in, there was about 55 to 60 competitors. This year, because of COVID and how crazy things were, there might be a lot more, maybe like 60 to 80 competitors. So it's going to be the biggest WBC ever. And the funny thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that a South African has never made it past the first round, because there's usually 3 rounds: first round, semi-finals, finals, and a South African has never made it before. I came 41 in 2017, I came 32 in 2018, and I'm hoping, folks, that this year I can make it not just to the second round, but all the way to the finals and bring the title home. So why am I making this video? Basically, in a nutshell, Melbourne is not a cheap city. Usually I get sent to the competition and my flights and accommodation gets paid for, but because of COVID and a lot of unforeseen circumstances, I don't have the support this year. Basically, the costs that I need to cover, the major costs are my flights, which to Melbourne is very expensive, my accommodation, and then simple small things like my visa, transport when I'm in Melbourne, and things like that. With these competitions, there's quite a few costs that tend to add up, and none of the cash is for myself. This is all for my Melbourne trip to make sure that I can do as good as possible. So what does this all mean? By supporting me, you are essentially supporting a South African representing us at this World Barista Championship. If any of you guys are planning a trip to Melbourne in September, if you know anyone from South Africa in Melbourne in September, please ask them to come by and support. It's like sport. It's like the World Cup of coffee in a way. So when they make the announcement, ladies and gentlemen, your Barista Champion from South Africa, Winston Thomas, I want to see South Africans in the crowd with their flags waving. Support me if you can. If not, just come around, give me a high five or something like that. If you want to join the team, by all means, it's an open invite for anyone to come and join us in Melbourne and just have a good time. If you love coffee, it's going to be like going to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory of Coffee. It's the Melbourne Coffee Expo. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I hope to see you there, and thank you for your support.